So you're a real estate agent and you're trying to figure this whole thing out, but it's definitely not what you thought it was going to be. Yeah, I know. There are a lot of things they don't really prepare us for when we become agents. Things that can determine whether you're going to be part of the 80 to 90% of agents that don't even make it to their third year, or if you're going to be part of the agents who are making six figures plus and retiring their husbands from their corporate gigs and building a life that lights you up instead of burning you out. So today I am pulling back the curtain. I'm giving you a raw, unfiltered truth about being a real estate agent. This video is for you if you've already started as an agent and you're doing all the things, but you're feeling a little bit lost and just not really sure where to go. Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore. I'm an active broker and real estate coach, and I help real estate agents build to six figures without the hustle and the cold calling and the feeling fake. So, if that sounds like the kind of business that you want to build, make sure you hit subscribe and stick around because this video might just save you years of frustration. So, let's dive right in. This is the truth about being a real estate agent. Number one, you are a small business owner. The moment that you get your real estate license, congratulations, you are not just an agent, now you're a business owner. And here's the thing about running a business it is all on you. And that's scary and awesome at the same time. You're responsible for marketing yourself, for finding clients, for managing relationships, and for keeping the wheels turning. And that's just like before you even get to the closing table. That's before you even write an offer. Once you get clients and you're working on transactions, now you're an agent. Now you're doing things. But when I first started, I thought my brokerage was going to hand me leads or that people would just naturally come to me because I'm licensed and we're friends. But spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Instead, you're the CEO of your business and it's up to you to treat your business that way. That means learning how to market yourself effectively and being consistent, but it doesn't have to mean running yourself into the ground every day. And we're going to talk about that more in a minute. Number two, you have to generate your own leads. Here's the truth that they don't tell you. Leads aren't going to magically appear. Most brokerages will tell you to start cold calling and door knocking and buying leads on platforms like Zillow and Realtor.com. And while those strategies might get you a few clients, they are really frustrating and outdated. And honestly, I found them to be soul crushing. I don't know if you feel me, but to me, they were just soul crushing. And they're not how you're going to build a sustainable business that lasts for years and years. They are a quick fix, but you're not building anything long term. It's like ordering DoorDash versus meal prepping. You order DoorDash because it's easy and you're hungry and you need food now. And that solves your problem today, immediately. But you're going to be hungry tomorrow. And you won't have anything ready to eat tomorrow because all you did today was DoorDash. So you're going to have to DoorDash again tomorrow. But if you had spent like an hour that you were like scrolling and figuring out what to order and then waiting for your delivery, if instead you had spent that hour meal prepping, you would have food all week. And if you kept doing that week after week after week, then you'll have food all month and all year. And it's going to be less effort and less money than you door dashing every day. So instead of doing those things, instead of doing the cold calling and the door knocking and the Zillow leads, basically it's instead of like door dashing your business, there are smarter and more modern ways to attract leads, ways that feel authentic and that bring in clients who value you from the start, who know the value that you bring to the deal, who appreciate your knowledge and your expertise and your time, and who don't try and negotiate your commission and get you to do it for as cheap as possible. And I'm going to touch more on this later, but just know that generating leads doesn't have to feel like pulling teeth and that you're twisting someone's arm. So, here are the challenges that they don't warn you about when you become a real estate agent. Number one, it can be feast or famine. So, real estate is a commission based business, which means like you're not getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. One month you might close multiple deals and have like fat stacks in your bank account, and you feel like you're on top of the world. And the next month you could be struggling to pay your bills. This feast or famine cycle is why it's so important to have like consistent systems and activities in place so you attract leads and convert leads nonstop. Like your pipeline is always full. You always have people reaching out to you. You always have folks at different stages of the transaction. Instead of like doing like little bursts of effort or just doing things whenever you feel like it, when you do that, you're setting yourself up for stress and for disappointment. And I kind of mentioned this in the beginning, but did you know that 80 to 90% of agents fail before their third year? That's a big number. To put that another way, think about this in another way. only 10 to 20% of agents make it past 2 years. That's really sad. But when you have a reliable process and you can create steady, predictable income and be able to pay your bills and have fun and go out to dinner and take the vacations and save the money, even in slow seasons, that's where the magic happens. That's how you build a long term business and you get past those 2 years. So you're going to be trained to use tactics that feel icky and fake. This is something that no one told me when I became an agent. This is something that they don't really talk about, and everyone just kind of acts like it's normal or this is just a thing that you have to do. But let's be real, a lot of the sales tactics that you're trained on, they just feel really uncomfortable. And it's not like it's uncomfortable because it's new. That's what I thought for a really long time. I was like, okay, this is just uncomfortable because it's new and I've never done it before, but I'll get used to it and it'll start feeling better. And it never did. Like it never did for me. And finally, I'm just like, I just can't, like my body won't allow me to do this anymore. Cold calling strangers and getting yelled at the minute that they pick up the phone, if they pick up at all, is hard. And it's just not necessary. Like knocking on doors, same thing. Like if they even answer their door, I don't even answer my door. If they do, they're usually not going to be very nice or very kind. And it usually doesn't even go anywhere. So instead, so these are like the door dashing techniques that are good for like quick fixes, but these are not what's going to help you build a long term sustainable business. Same thing with sending generic, like just listed and just sold postcards to people who couldn't care less. These methods not only feel icky, they're just not effective in today's market. So if you've ever thought like, this just doesn't feel like me, this doesn't feel good, you're not alone. You're not alone. And the good news is you don't have to do it that way. There are better, more aligned strategies that allow you to attract clients instead of chasing them. So let's talk about the opportunities of being a real estate agent that no one talks about. Number one, you get to decide who you work with. This is huge. This isn't dictated by your boss or your coworkers or what committee you're on. This is just such an amazing benefit to owning your own business and being an agent. One of the most freeing and rewarding parts of being a real estate agent is that you get to choose who you work with. You are not stuck with every lead that comes your way or even every lead that answers the phone or opens the door. Because what if those people are jerks? What if those people are just like the complete opposite of someone that you would enjoy working with and you don't really want to work with them, but you're kind of stuck at that point? So instead, when you have a clear brand and you know how to attract the right clients, you can be selective about who you spend your time with and who you work with. Imagine working only with people who respect your time, who value your knowledge and your expertise, who know that you bring just so much value and they trust you to guide them through this process. Like imagine that being 90% of the people that you get to spend your time with every day. This is not just a pipe dream, it's completely possible when you position yourself correctly. So another opportunity is that you can build a brand that attracts high-end clients. With the right marketing and messaging, you're going to start attracting higher quality, high-end clients who are buying more expensive houses and who are willing to pay you your full commission. And this isn't about faking it or pretending to be someone that you're not. It's about positioning yourself as the expert and as the authority that you already are and creating a brand that speaks directly to your ideal audience. So they are like dropping DMs, sending emails in your text messages like, hey, we heard you're amazing. We are ready to work with you. When can we start? Like, let's get going. We wanted to start yesterday and we want to work with you. So another opportunity of being a real estate agent is that you can create a business model that works for you. Here is the best part. This business can be whatever you want it to be. If you don't want to work weekends, you don't have to. If you want to focus on luxury properties or first-time homebuyers, that's totally up to you. You can 100% do that. The key is setting boundaries and creating a business model that aligns with your goals and your lifestyle. So here's my approach. This is how I do real estate differently. Let me share a little bit about how I coach agents to build the business that they love. This is what I teach my students inside of Show and Sell. This is what I go over with my students inside of our one-on-one coaching. This is the whole deal. So you're getting it right here. Number one is move away from chasing clients. Just stop chasing clients. Most agents are taught to chase leads, chase clients, chase deals, chase referrals. But what if you could totally flip the script and have clients come to you? That is exactly what I teach. It's about using attraction marketing to position yourself as the go-to expert and authority so your clients seek you, not the other way around. The second thing we do is focus on authentic relationships. This isn't about building a fake persona. This isn't about being someone that you're not. It's about leaning into who you are and building real, authentic relationships, both online and in person, whether it's through social media or YouTube or networking. The goal is to build real relationships that lead to real business. Then we create systems that work for you because in any business, especially in real estate, consistency is key. So I help agents build simple, repeatable systems for marketing and lead gen and client conversion so that we can focus on what they do best, which is serving their clients, helping them get what they want. So they give them an amazing experience and those clients keep coming back again and again and again. These systems, they take the guesswork out of like running your own business and they give you more time to enjoy your life and to do the things that you like to do, whether that is like going to your kids' soccer games or going on vacation or just sipping a mid-afternoon spicy margarita when it's a beautiful day outside. Like whatever life you're trying to build, there is a way to build it. So if all of this feels overwhelming, I want you to know that you're not alone. Real estate can feel like a roller coaster, but it really doesn't have to. It can be smooth sailing. It can be pretty steady. With the right strategies and the right mindset, you can build a business that feels good to run, and that supports the life that you want to live. So if you're ready to take the next step, check out my free mini course to learn how to start attracting your dream clients today, like how to wake up to emails and texts and DMs from people who are like, you're awesome. We already know that. We're ready to work with you. When can we start? You know, people who are like, we will actually listen to what you tell us to do, and then we'll actually do it. And we won't challenge every little thing that you tell us. Like, we trust you. We value your expertise. We know that you're here to guide us, and we're here to work on this together. You know, like that can be your reality. I literally wake up to appointments on my calendar of people who are like, oh, I'm ready to talk to you. I'm coming into Austin to buy a house next week. Let's go. I'm like, yeah, let's go, you know? So if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. I would love to hear what like resonated the most with you. What struck you the most? What hit you in the pit of your stomach where you're like, ah, aha, I see. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.